Another decode. Hope you're having a blessed day. First, I want to say nothing in this video is financial advice. This is for entertainment purposes only. Give y'all a chance to come on in. We can have another discussion. Got some crazy weather down here. One day is cool, next day is hot. Definitely the kind of weather that can keep you sick. Because it's very hot today, and yesterday it was very cool. But that's how it is living down south in the swamp, fam. But we got a lot to talk about today. Because these last two decodes blew me away. These last two decodes, I'm telling you, fam, they blew me away. So I'm gonna give y'all time to come on in. What's going on, Yogesh? When is the time? I think we close. What's going on, Pino? I think we close. Like I say, we was looking at November 5th. Now the next dates is, what's up, Lise? Now the next dates is between November 9th and the 13th. We go see what takes place then. But I'm really thinking we may see something between the 9th and the 13th. Just like my decode said today, right? It said every year there is a 9/11 every year. Well, we had 9/11, we didn't see anything. So now we invert that and we seeing what's gonna happen on 11/9. And what's going on, world boss? And someone on my Patreon, I forgot to see who it was, but they did an awesome decode. And I love the fact that what's going on, Black? I love the fact that a lot of people in the community, 67, I love the fact that a lot of people in the community are decoding, because that makes this community way more powerful than the average community. But what he decoded blew me away. It's only more confirmation on what we talk about. It's only more confirmation. But it's SEMA at home. Big shout out to SEMA at home. That was an awesome decode. Ibrahim not first today for the first time. But what's crazy is Ibrahim came up in my decode. For the first time ever. What's going on, Johnson Tank? What's going on, David? User 69 in the building. What's going on, fam? Hey, y'all don't forget to hit that like button when y'all come in. Appreciate it, Pino. Just some regular shades, you know what I'm saying? Because, I like to get the Ray-Bans, but I lose them so much. So I'm tired of throwing a few $100 away on shades. So I just get what I can get my hands on. Yogi says why it dropped a lot recently. Well, one reason is Bitcoin has been going down. So, the market follows Bitcoin. But also, like my decode last week said, your second chance. I mean, I feel like the Most High has given us a Thank you, Black. I feel like the Most High has given us a second chance to get these coins at an awesome price, especially Loan Protocol. Especially Loan Protocol, fam. If you sleeping on Loan Protocol, you are making a big mistake. Not financial advice. Not financial advice. But if you sleeping on Loan Pro after these last two decodes, if you have any doubts about loan, I don't know what to tell you, fam. Is it okay to add more tokens right now? I mean, we already down a lot. So I've been adding more tokens. You know, I've been adding more tokens. Are meme coins reliable for long term? All I can say is about meme coins to me, fam. I feel like meme coins are a distraction. Syed, what's going on, fam? I love the hustle you are doing. I provide different services. My services include web development, mobile app development. All right, well, that's good. We have somebody like you in the community. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, Scoopy? Pino says, added XPR Proton in my bag. Yeah, that's definitely a good look. Lee says, no doubt about loan, but I think the price will spike overnight so that people won't get in. That's why you have to set your buy orders, least. I mean, your sell orders, least. That way you don't have to be watching it. You know, you set your sell orders at a certain price, and that sell order can go through. What's up, cheap seats? Nah, we just started. But you also have to, least you also have to understand how early we are. You see what I'm saying? You have to understand how early we are. Because don't forget that Gematria always tell us about a flood. So I don't think we're going to have to worry. I don't think we're going to have to worry about, cashing out our bags, because it's so much institutional money, so much corporate money is going to come in. It's just going to push us up the ladder because we're that early. Because we're that early. What's up, Kowalski? Tina, what's going on, fam? XD00, what's going on? Peace. Even when I'm not logged in, I'm still watching. That's what's up, fam. Mariana, what's going on? Peace and blessings. But XPR already did 10x. That's nothing compared to where XPR can go. What's the new gem, lease? All I can say, fam, not financial advice. Just get it while you can get it, because I don't think it's going to be available much longer. $1 XPR is even low. Yeah, definitely. But I really think in my decode today, we got the confirmation that loan could possibly reach $1. What's up, Mark? Because if loan hits $1, fam, I mean, that's going to change all of our lives. I mean, I don't care if you sitting on 100,000. If you just are only fortunate to get 100,000 loan. If loan reaches $100,000, then a dollar, you sitting on 100 grand. You know, 100 grand not gonna make you rich, but 100 grand could give you a lot. What's up, Bearded Money? 100 grand could give you a lot of breathing room. You know, If you have mortgages, you know, you can pay your mortgage up for 2 years. And for the next 2 years, you don't have to worry about a mortgage, you know. You can pay all your credit bills out, you know, get you a new vehicle, you know, remodel your house. You know, there's a lot we can do with 100 grand. You know what I'm saying? That's why I always set my bar not too high so I'm not disappointed. You know what I'm saying? I always tell, like I said, I'm one of those people. I know what to do with money when I get money. I do, Pino. I think long will be the most expensive coin, in my opinion. Yeah, you definitely have to watch out for the IRS, especially this year. This gonna be the first year they really cracking down on crypto. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, make sure when you file your tax forms this year, you know, try to get all your information from all of the trades you've made. You know, you want to show how much money you put in crypto, and you want to show how much money you profited. And however that, I guess, however that equals out, whatever money that you lost or made, then you know the what you put in it gets offset. You know, but we not cashing out no 5,000, 10,000, $20,000 type transactions. You know, like I say, it's a lot of money going through crypto, so they go look at a lot of accounts before they look at the small people. But eventually, thank you, Greens, peace and blessings, family. But eventually, they will get to every account. So y'all make sure, you know, when you do your taxes this year, you do want to put all your crypto information on there. The past few years, you know, it wasn't that serious, but this year is the first year that they use an AI to check out all these. Thank you, Ford. Thank you very much, family. Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings. Blake, that's your name. All right, what's up, Blake? Thank you for joining the channel, family. Much appreciated. Making lots of XPR and billions of XRP, LT, and pool. That's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah, we utilize those liquidity pools. Might as well earn while we waiting, right? What does Endow do? Endow is it has a lot to do with tokenization, Lise. What's up, Donald? Endow has a lot to do with tokenization because you have to understand everything go get tokenized, right? Like say if you're a music artist, uh thank you, Blake. Like say if you're a music artist, right? Your rights to your music, like your masters, all of that is gonna be tokenized like NFTs. You know what I'm saying? Your mortgages, uh your deed, your titles to your homes, right? Your car titles. Everything is going to be tokenized, which is going to be a form of NFTs. That's what Endow does. That's what Ubiquity does. Why loan protocol supply is infinite? It's showing max supply infinite on CoinGecko. Well, I'm gonna tell you why I think they're showing the supply infinite, because that's one thing that'll run people away. What's up, Alexander? That's one thing that'll run people away. When they see that supply, oh man, I'm not gonna make money off this. But they can do what they want with their supply. It's their supply. They can change it at any time. They can burn coins. You know, they could come up with a new burning mechanism. Appreciate that, Blake. How do you set a sell order for loan? What exchange do you use? You use Alcor Exchange. I did a video. I think I have a video on YouTube where I show you how to do buy orders and sell orders. It's on YouTube on my channel, family. You just have to scroll down and find it. I also have that video on my Patreon. I'm watching The Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers, on TV right now, and there's Gandalf the Grey, or the Grey Pope, and he has a white horse, most coincidentally. Yep, the movie's always speaking. Metal X or Alcor, buddy. Yep, you can use Metal X also. it is unlimited supply, then why has the price gone up in the last 6 months? Exactly. That says a lot, Lease. Yep. That says a lot, Lease. That says a lot. Definitely. I solved the puzzle, family. I solved the puzzle. We knew about eCoin, right? Now, when I showed you guys the clip from the movie Mr. Robot, the clip that DeFi King sent me, we heard in that movie where they said there's going to be a new loan, right? A new loan program that's going to basically save the country. And it's going to help ordinary people, right? It's going to help ordinary people. And the name of the company that was doing that was called eCorp, right? eCorp. And the CEO of that company name was Philip Price in the movie Mr. Robot. And what did they say in that movie, right? They said we can't let we can't let Bitcoin be the dominant cryptocurrency because China controls 90% of the Bitcoin mining. So if they control all of the mining, they can control the industry. So what did the guy say? We need a good old-fashioned American company to counter that. What company do you think they were talking about, family? They were talking about Metallicus, the company that's partnering with all the credit unions, the company that's partnered with the Federal Reserve, FedNow, right? When I showed you the decode today, eCoin, it said Fed eCoin. Fed eCoin. When I showed you the clip from the movie Sneakers, it said XRP 262 Federal Reserve Node. Federal Reserve Node. Thank you, Thundercat. Y'all showing up for me today. Like I say, fam, I'm working hard for y'all. Y'all just don't know the position that y'all go be in holding the coins that I talk about, family. I show you the spiritual aspect of what's happening, and I show you the investors aspect of what's happening. But we can't leave out the spiritual because it's 90% spiritual, 1% everything else. Case in point, why you found my channel. Cheap says, I'm going to live from my loan staking. Laugh out loud. Yeah, what's up, good pro? Well, yeah, we early, family. We are early. Because they didn't expect people to catch on. And I know they sitting back scratching their head, but they know the spiritual world. They know the spiritual world. Pino says, how do I buy loan on Webull? You have to go to log into your Metal account, Pino. Log into Metal X, and you can swap you know, XPR. You can swap Ethereum. You can swap Dogecoin. You can swap Bitcoin. You can swap all those coins for Loan Protocol on Metal X. I don't get into politics, what that is, Rayad. I don't get into politics, family, because they all playing for the same team. And the people suffer. The crazy thing is people haven't woken up yet. They are not available in my region. Well, Pino, we gonna have to figure out, do you have a loan, Pino? UBQT don't make sense to me. Why it doesn't make sense to you, Lise? Because you can go, what's up, yeah, Raw, what's going on, fam? Alcor Metal X not available in my region. Well, we need to find out a way. Do you have any loan? No. All right, Pino. Send some crypto to my Send something to my web off wallet, which is Panhandle STP, just so I can have your wallet address, and I'm gonna airdrop you some loan just so you can have some. We not gonna let nobody go without loan. We not gonna let nobody go without loan, cause loan is the biggest coin of them all. So I'm not about to let the region you stay in stop you from getting loan, family. That's what we do. We help each other out. Just like Donald said, we got you covered. We got you covered, family. Brought UBQT and Endow. Yep, I noticed it. As a matter of fact, Lise, I'm glad you brought that up, Lise. Yeah, just send something to my web off wallet, Pino, so I can have your wallet address, and then when later I'll airdrop you some loan. Daughter of Yashrael, happy Sabbath day. Stay set apart, stay holy. Appreciate that, daughter of Yashrael. Also, Donald, I don't know if you saw, but I sent you a few coins too also, family. Ashen, I did DM you on X. You are not there often, right? Yeah, I don't be on X too much because they got me shadow banned there too, cheap. They got me shadow banned everywhere, fam. So I'm like, shit, that's less energy I gotta waste on platforms that I know they not gonna let me, you know what I'm saying? The same thing. I think I sent you some other coins too, Donald, if I'm not mistaken, recently. If I didn't, and I might have sent it to the wrong account, I'm gonna double check and make sure that I send you the coin because I wanted to send you some. I should send me 1 million. Boy, if I had 1 million loan, if I had it to give, at least I promise you I would. Not yet, but it's coming. It's coming, Lease. Don't worry. It's coming. Y'all got the right one. Lease says joking. Well, if you joking, send me 1 million, Lease. I need 1 million. But Lease, let me let you hear what it says about Endow right quick. It says Endow deals with real estate, music rights, digital art, intellectual prop, governance, and community. Now, I like those terms, fam. I like those terms. Real estate, music rights, digital art. So it's basically deals with NFTs. What's the right one on L-Core? The right one on L-Core as far as Ubiquity is going to have Ubiquity LLC. Now, when it comes to Endow and X Ubiquity and X Endow, those are going to fall under Token Create. Those are going to fall under Token Create. But Ubiquity is a company. That's why I like Ubiquity, because Ubiquity is a corporation outside of Metallica's, right? Like, they not only on Metallica's are they functioning, but they got their own thing going on the web. They got their own websites. They got a lot of stuff going, fam. So that was a big lookout idea for everybody, putting everybody on Ubiquity. Trust me. Trust me. Trust me. Because once they start tokenizing everything, and they start tokenizing once they start tokenizing real estate, your mortgages and things like that, Ubiquity is gonna be at the forefront of that, fam. And they definitely using Metallicus as one avenue, because you have to understand you also have Ubiquity S and Ubiquity P. Now those coins you can get on Binance, and you can get on Uniswap. So Ubiquity is doing big things, fam, outside of just what they're doing on Metallicus. Yep, Lee says Ubiquity has an app like Twitter. And they also always do specials, right? They always reaching out to the community. They always emailing us. They always sending us promo, right? They always coming at us telling us, look, we doing a special. If you buy 5,000 coins, we'll give you an extra 5,000 coins. So, Ubiquity making moves. Ubiquity making moves, fam. And let me give y'all another confirmation that I got today, right? I was just on the site on my Patreon. This is what SEMA at Home posted on my Patreon, right? So SEMA at Home went to Gematria, and SEMA at Home put this in Gematria. He put, I don't know what to buy on Elcor to be a millionaire in 2025, right? And he got the term, what's up, Jason? He got the term meme frog Pepe, the frog Kek. What does Ra have to do with Egyptian pyramids or 3 stars of Orion? What is 4, right? He said, then to this. 1110, the number 1110. Now we've been talking about 911 and 119, where he got the number 1110. And guess what number? I'm gonna let you know what the number 1110 says in this decode SEMA at Home did. Because what came up was stock market crash. November 11th came up. Your inheritance comes up. Divine Twin Flames, World Trade Center, and we see Secret Quanta Key. But stock market crash got my attention. Stock market crash got my attention, family. That's definitely saying something. That's definitely saying something. So we need to pay attention these next few days. We need to pay attention these next few days, family. Because 9/11 is also 11/9. So we may see something on that day. Yeah, they coming, Pino, because they see none of my moderators are here. That's how you know my channel is under attack. That's how you know what I speak is they're in fear of what I'm speaking, family. But it's too late. My community already knows what time it is. I've gotten my message out because I've worked hard to do that. I've worked hard in overtime to make sure y'all get the picture. CoreWave, AI cloud computing. I'm going to check that out. What's going on, Frederick? There's my moderator right there. Peace and blessings, family. I wanted to tell y'all again, too, another thing, too. One of my buy orders went through on Stellar on my Lobster wallet for the coin X Silver under 1 gram on Stellar. The price went down a nice amount. I think it was at like $1.50 per coin, and I think it dropped to like $1.20. And I set a buy order around that point, and my buy order went through. So right now we can't get these coins on Metallicus on the XPR network, but we can get these coins on Stellar. Same coin, 1 gram. 1 gram. Same coin. Same coin. Right? X gold, X silver. The only difference is on Stellar you have X platinum and X palladium. When it comes to when it comes to XPR Explorer, all you see is X copper, X silver, and X gold. But the price is all about around the same price. So if you can't get those coins on, we can't get those coins on XPR network right now, then we can grab those coins on Stellar, on the Lobster wallet. And I saw that the all-time high for X Silver was like $4.90. So if you had 1,000 coins, right? If you had 1,000 coins of X Silver under 1 gram on Stellar, and that price goes back to $4.90, or let's say $5, and you have 1,000 of them, we're looking at some nice profits, fam. But if the all-time high was $4.90, then I know that coin could definitely go to $49 in the future. Because if silver becomes $1,000 an ounce or $500 an ounce, well, if you go by the gram, then silver will be a couple dollars a gram, right? So that's another smart investment that I'm making. I'm making sure I get those coins, fam. I saw a video on YouTube. It's hard in USA for people. I hope you will recover a normal life soon. Peace and blessings to all of you spiritual family. Definitely. You know, today I called my boss, right? Because I had told you all that my mother had surgery, so I'm gonna go back and see her again soon. So I was making preparations. And another thing I want to let you all know, for all y'all that gave me good wishes and praises, prayer for my mother. My mother's surgery was successful. Everything is good. I want to let you all know I appreciate you all for putting that in the atmosphere. All of your prayers, right? I appreciate that, family. That's why I wasn't worried, because I know that not only was I praying, but my community was praying with me. So I appreciate that, family. I appreciate that. And Frederick, I appreciate what you just said, because people are having it hard, But the thing about it is, we've been trying. What's up, Am Thrill Time? But the thing about it is, we've been trying to tell people what they need to do to prepare. Like I was telling y'all earlier. Just now, right? I told my boss, right? I said, when he did the favor for me, I said, see, bro, I could have sent you $1 million today. And I said, but you never went and got the web off wallet. You think it's a game. You know what he told me? That ain't real. That ain't real. But guess what he got? He got like $7,000-8,000 worth of XRP. But he don't want to look at nothing else. He don't want to look at nothing else, fam. But time will tell. What's up, Carlos? But time will tell. Everybody trying to just hop in the game because they got the financial means, They have the financial means. Like most of us right now, we try to build up to get to $7,000-8,000, right? But you have people who come in the game with that kind of money and think, oh, I'm just gonna flip, I'm just gonna be good. But they not operating from that spirit. They not operating from spirit. They looking at it as, I just won't get money. But they not doing their shadow work. They not tapping into the higher consciousness. They not doing the spiritual things they need to do to get themselves in a position to reap the benefits of raising your frequency and your vibration. But they about to find out. They about to find out. Donald says, I got November 13th in decode. I'm telling you right now, from the 9th to the 13th, we go see fireworks because my birthday is right in between those days. Now, is it a coincidence that all of us is seeing this in Gematria and my birthday is about to hit around the time all of this takes place? This is some, I'm telling you, fam, I get blown, I blow myself away every day with these decodes. I showed y'all things, and y'all gotta be honest with me. What I show y'all, you don't see nowhere in the world. Nobody in crypto show you things the way I show it to you. They got people show a lot of things that's just as valid and important, but nobody has shown you eCoin and the E-system the way I've shown you, family. It was just a theory at first. It was just a theory of ours at first, right? It was just a theory. That's all it was, a theory. But then once you pick up on that theory, then you manifest it to where we got the answers that we've been seeking. We found out Fed eCoin, right? I'm showing you what eCoin is. I'm showing you how eCoin is tied to 432, which is Marshall. That's Marshall Hayner. What's up, Seema at home? I was just talking about you earlier in this live stream, fam, talking about the decode you did. And then Seema's decode, that's what came up, November 13th. Golden age is coming. Let the world know. Show them what's up. Exactly. Let those who have eyes see, and let those who have ears listen and hear. I know y'all was blown away when y'all saw those decodes, especially the one when I showed you how we kept, in my last few videos, we got a Mero, and a Mero coin came up several times. Now, years ago, I'm talking about 10 years ago, about maybe 15, 20 years ago, you heard talk in the air about there's a plan to combine Mexico and Canada with the United States and call the United States, what was the name they was going to call this, the country? I can't remember the name, but the currency was going to be called the Amero, right? Now, this is from 20 years ago. This was circulating. I never forgot that. I never forgot that, right? And in my decode, as I'm decoding, I come across the term ECAD, where we just saw Fed coin, right? We just saw Fed coin, and we know Fed eCoin, I'm sorry. We saw Fed eCoin, and then we saw ECAD. But then when you look at CAD, it's Canadian dollar. What's up, Wyola? It's Canadian dollar, but then you got to account for the new Canadian dollar called 51st. 51st, right? Do you think that's a coincidence? Canada, the 51st state, when they combine all of South and North America, meaning Mexico and Canada. And you get the Amero 51st CAD, ECAD, right? You see, I know a lot of people can't comprehend what we doing over here, fam, because we operating on a much higher frequency. We are operating on the frequency of the Most High, fam. We are operating on the frequency of the Most High. How I put that together, it just comes to me, family. 51st ECAD, Canadian dollar, Amero, Ecoin, all of this stuff came up a few days before 11/9. Last week, my decode said your second chance. And the market crashed around that time. This may be the week, family. And let's not forget about when my decode said the ones you cannot buy. The ones you cannot buy. Will these coins be removed? Or will the prices of these coins be so high, people won't be able to buy them? The ones you cannot buy. And the ones you cannot buy are the coins we hold. So y'all get ready. Y'all get ready, I'm telling you. You just don't know the magnitude of the coins you holding. I started my decode out with Xtile, right? Remember, I decoded, bought Xtile on Elcor. And it took me somewhere I didn't even expect to go. So what that did was it confirmed to me coins like Xtile, which is XTAO, a coin many people not looking at. I took advantage of that opportunity and I went and loaded up a couple 100 million coins. Gerbach, what's going on, family? We all want to change our condition, Pino. But the Most High knows that. That's why you here, family. That's why you here. You're in the right place. Trust me. You are already 0.2% of the world. You just don't know it. Exactly. Option, should we dump XRP and buy XLM as stated in your decode? That's a decision you have to make, Lise. I made my decision. I hold XRP, but when I saw that, I got way more Stellar than XRP. I got way more Stellar than XRP. Because once again, we see what Stellar's doing. We see what Metallicus is doing. But when it comes to XRP, it's always a if or when or if ever or possibly or what, you know, I need to see action, family. I need to see action. We see Stellar tokenizing everything. We see almost every country on the planet has a coin on Stellar. That's obvious proof that Stellar is making moves. Stellar comes up a lot in Gematria. Same thing with XPR. I hold XRP, but I don't hold much because if XRP is going to be the global currency or the currency used for cross-border payments, then if it's going to be that value, I shouldn't need much. I should be good with 100 coins. I should be good with 100 coins. 100 coins, XRP goes to $5,000 a coin. Well, you do the math, fam. That's good enough for me. But I'm not about to be sitting up here sinking 5 grand, 3 grand, on up into XRP. I'm not about to do that. Case in point, why I don't deal with meme coins. Meme coins is just a distraction. It keeps you in that hype, in that cycle, trying to get rich quick. But you don't realize that those getting rich quick, they in the know. They all connected. They get inside trading. They get a phone call in the middle of the night. Thank you, Scoopy. They get a phone call in the middle of the night. Hey, there's a coin dropping in the morning. Or there is an IPO going on this coin. And, they keep it secret. And then once they get in, then they come on YouTube and do a video and they tell you you need to get this coin when you think you getting in early, when really you getting in super late. And all you doing is making them wealthy. And then you left holding the bag because you get dumped on. I've been down that road, family. There's only one meme coin I made money off, and I regret selling that coin because a few years ago I had 9 billion Pepe. I had 9 billion Pepe coin. And what did I do? I took $100 and I turned it into 800. And once it got up to 800, financially I wasn't as good back then. So I was like, I'm being greedy. I done took 100 and turned it into 800. Why not take that? And I sold all my Pepe. I made a $700 profit off a $100 investment. But if I would have took that Pepe, left it where it was, and not looked at it, right now today, if I open my wallet up, I would be able to cash out 180 grand. I made a lot of mistakes in crypto, family. I made a lot of mistakes. So I said, when you believe something, you hold on to it and you roll with it. Because if I had 180 grand a day, family, that would change my life. That would change my life. Yeah, you're right, Jason. I learned my lesson back then so I don't make that same mistake. You are so correct. You are so correct. But 180 grand to change my life because I'm not one of those people, like I have a lot of different skills. So 180 grand will really retire me from my job. I wouldn't have to go work no more because I know how to take that money and make it work for me. You know what I'm saying? I'll be able to get up every day and go work for myself and make my own money. But the first thing I would do is I would take 50,000 of that. I would pay all my bills up for as long as that way for the next year, 2-3 years, I ain't worrying about no bills. So all money I'm making the next 2-3 years is all getting put up or reinvested. That's what I would do. Tired of working 12-hour shifts, family. But I thank the Lord. What's up, Dave? I thank the Most High for putting me in the position that I'm in because I definitely appreciate it. I appreciate it. But when, it's easy to get trapped in that cycle. And I would be like some of the other people on my job, scared to death if they do damage to equipment or if I could lose because they can't see anything past that job. And they wonder why when I'm at work, I'm always daydreaming, and because I'm a dreamer. Yeah, Scuba, that's good. I wish I had an 8-hour work shift. My last job before this one, uh, I work 8 hours, 7 to 3. I'm depressed because of this market. 4 years of nothing. Even XPR isn't pumping. Dave, don't be depressed, family. Don't be depressed. Do not be depressed, Dave. Have faith, because it all boils down to faith. If you really believe what you believe in your heart, Dave, you wouldn't be depressed. You have to believe. You have to manifest what you want, Dave. You know, you can't be depressed and manifest at the same time. That's an oxymoron. You can't say I have faith and depressed too. That doesn't go together. What's up, Nas from Moscow? Peace and blessings, fam. You have to manifest your desires. You plant your seeds and you manifest it. You talk like you already have money, right? People throwing negative vibes about my holding. That's why I'm stressed listening to them. Yeah, but you have to understand though, being depressed is not going to do nothing for you, fam. What you need to do is hold on and be patient and have faith. And then when that day comes, when you pull up in a Maserati or you pull up in a Ferrari, the look on their faces, you gonna be that look that you see on their faces is gonna stay with you forever. That is gonna be the best vindication of having faith in the Most High and faith in yourself. It was all worth it. Because that's what you want, Dave. You want people to expose who they really are to you before you reach billions and millions of dollars. They got people in your life that you would have walked up to them and gave them 50 grand because you got that type of heart. But the Most High is saying, no, I want these people to expose to you who they are. So when you get that money, you walk right by them. You don't do shit for them because they don't deserve it. You need to fall sometimes. You need to be low sometimes. Because when you're in that position, it exposes so much to you. It lets you know who was waiting on you to fall, who was praying on you to fall, who's happy you fell. We all went through that. What's up, Max? We all went through that. The closer we get, the stranger it feels. You can feel it, fam. That's how you know we close. You can look at how the market is reacting. Like all this time, right? XPR network been kind of like clockwork, right? We could just go there, do sales, trade. All of a sudden, everything changed. That lets us know we close. We are that close, family. We so close we can't recognize what we looking at now. It's hard to recognize. You go on Elcor and XPR network right now, you like, what the hell is going on? What's up, Sunseeker? It was a big sign. Couple of days, the third horseman was activated. Trump received the key. It's easy to manifest when you at high vibration, definitely. Worrying and fear are two of the most low vibrational things you can indulge in. Worrying and fear. That brings your frequency down so much. You have no idea. Then when you start getting attacked and things start spiraling out of control, you think the universe picking on you, but really you doing it to yourself because your mentality and your frequency has been lowered. You did it to yourself. Tap into your higher self. Tap into your higher powers, family. Are those UBQT coins on Lobster Wallet option? No, they're on Elcor, Johnny. John, they're on Elcor, fam. Love you too, Pino. Because let me tell you something, who that was, JB? Let me tell you something, JB. Same thing for you, Pino. I'm setting a standard for this community. I'm going to hold everybody foot to the fire. I'm going to hold everybody foot to the fire. If one of us becomes a millionaire, that's our deal. A billionaire, I mean. If one of us becomes a billionaire, if anybody else doesn't make it because something goes down, but they were in this community all the time, playing a role, raising the frequency, showing love, sharing information, sharing advice, we go make sure they straight. We go make sure they straight. I promise you. Because anything can happen with any of us, family. Anything can happen with any of us. One of us could fall down and hit our head and lose our memory. We don't have none of our passwords. We don't know how to get into our wallets. We don't know. Like anything can happen. You can have a stroke one day. And when you have a stroke, all your memory gone. You don't even know what coins you got. You don't know nothing. But we know you. But we know you. Once you become part of this family and we don't see you for a while and we all financially straight, hey man, I ain't seen Mark for a while. I ain't seen Pino for a while. I ain't seen Kowalski for a while. You know what? Hire a private investigator. Find out what's going on with them. Then you find out somebody had something traumatic happen. Well, guess what? We gonna be there for you, family. That's what love is. That's what support is. That's what family is. That's what community is, family. Why do you think they achieved the things they achieved in the past? Collective consciousness. They weren't in their low chakras. They weren't in their low frequency. They were high frequency, high vibrational people. And they achieved great things. They achieve great things. And then you get these low vibrational people in these times, they go over there and say, how the fuck did they build that? How did they know how many planets was here and there they didn't have? What is that under the pyramids that's the size of a city? You have no idea how powerful we are as a people. Most of us don't really know who we are and what we've achieved. Most of you think this is your first lifetime because we've been dumbed down. We've been brainwashed. We've been genetically engineered. So fam, it's time to wake up. When it gets hard, when it gets crazy, when you start getting those feelings, that's only confirmation that you are close. That's your enemy's Hail Mary to pull you off course. They got no more plays to run in the game, so all they got left is a Hail Mary. Now, if you go let them beat you with a Hail Mary, that's on you. That's on you. If you go let them beat you with a Hail Mary, that's on you. You want to beat me, you're going to have to run plays. You're going to have to be strategic. But you're not about to beat me with a Hail Mary. And we got to be there for each other, family. And it's not that many people. Hail Mary means in football, Scoopy, when a quarterback throws the ball far as he can down the field, hoping someone jumps up and catches it and scores a touchdown. If XRPLT comes, I buy Osh in the country. Hey, that's what I tell my family. I say, I really feel like I shouldn't have to worry about finances because of the community that I built and how I brought people together. I feel like if people become millionaires and billionaires and something goes down with me, I feel like I should be straight. I feel like my community should come and make sure I should never want for nothing. Because that's how I feel about my community. Thank you, El Monte. That's how I feel about my community. We don't really have over 1,000 strong people in this community. I'm talking about that's always, I ain't gonna even say it. I say 500 at the most. Really, I say 100 that really engage. 100 that really engage. So that's a small amount. So if just one of us becomes a billionaire, you can't tell me, family, you can't take 200-300 million and make sure that 100 people is straight for the rest of their life. Because if you have $1 billion, that still leaves you with $700 million. You took 300 billion and made sure 100 people were straight. It may grow. It may get to 500. But do you think you being on $1 billion, you can't take care of 500 people? At least give them some breathing room. Let me see how much it is. If I had $300 million and I wanted to send 500 people 200 grand. Let me see. That's $100 million, family. That's $100 million. Bearded Money put it. So if just one of us becomes a billionaire, family, just one of us, we can send 500 people in this community $200,000. What's up, Ross? Now do you see how we can make sure we all win, family? $200,000 ain't gonna make a person rich. But you know what they can do with 200 grand? Some of us could pay off our house. Some of us parents have cancer or diseases. 100,000 may pay for their procedure. Right? Some of us got dreams of owning our own trucking company. You could buy yourself an 18-wheeler. 200 grand to 500 people is only $100 million, and you sitting on $1 billion, family. Now you see why this community should win? It only takes one of us. It only takes one of us to make sure everybody's straight. And then you may give somebody $200,000 and they turn around in some type of way, invest it in a certain way, and turn 200 grand into 200 million. Now your phone ringing, they telling you, come over, and when you come over, there's a Lamborghini parked out there with a bow on it, because that person never forgot who helped them out and put them in that position. It's an ongoing cycle, fam, when you moving in high vibrational frequency. We can't lose if we operate like that, family. We can't lose. We got geniuses in this community. That if you give them 200 grand, they go turn 200 grand into 2 billion. And then they can take their 2 billion and come back. I'm telling you, family. Cherry Blossom, what's going on? We could win. It only takes one of us. That's why I say nobody should be worrying. Nobody should be worrying about their crypto if they get hacked, if they lose this. Once you're part of this community, family, we only shooting for 1 billionaire. That's our bar. We just need one of us to become a billionaire. And we all go see some type of financial stability. I don't know about you. I'm nowhere near 200 grand. One of y'all become a billionaire and send me 200 grand. I'm indebted to you for life. Because I could take 200 grand and make 200 grand work for me, family. I could make 200 grand work for me. I'm not going out and buy $1,000 sneakers. I'm not going to buy all kind of clothes. We did that already in our lives. We done effed up enough money. We know what to do with 200 grand now. That's how we got to operate. If we operate like that, whoever becomes a billionaire, reach out to the whole community and say, for your effort, for your raising the frequency, for your playing part in this community, for you bringing people off the cliff, people who had about to give up, and some people was about to commit suicide or anything, and you gave people hope, and you helped those people raise their frequency. Even though you didn't have a lot of crypto, you couldn't airdrop people crypto, you couldn't do much, but your voice played a part. For that, check your wallet. Y'all don't realize, I look at a lot of people in my community wallets. A lot of people in my community got way more crypto than me. I never looked at their wallet and said, oh man, fucking got way more crypto than me. He got 10 million loan. He got 5 million XPR. And guess what? That same person to come back and say, hey, Ashen, did you send me some crypto? Yeah, I sent you some crypto, man. If I could do that working a 9 to 5, I can't even miss one day a week. I will be already making decisions. How I'm going to make up for this, what I'm going to do. And I still sacrifice for my community. You see how quick I always come in and when somebody feeling low and they can't get a certain crypto, I don't just look at that comment and go on to the next thing. I stop my live and I let that person know. What is your wallet address? Send me something so I can have your wallet address. I'm going to make sure you have some of that coin. If you can't get it in your country, we going to make sure you have some. What's up, Rashad? Peace and blessings, family. And y'all know that about me. I'm sorry, I had to have a smoke. I got amped up, like, you know, because this gets me fired up, fam. Like, I'm dead serious. You know, I take when people feel low like that. I take when people feeling isolated. I take that as fighting words. Like I just feel like fighting. I don't know why I just get like that. I just get like that. I take it as fighting words. I get that upset. Because I really love my people. I really love people. Exactly, Donald. Then you got people coming here, is that a fake beard? Low vibrational. But you got to realize, Huffy the Mighty, you got to leave this physical world. And when you leave this physical world, keep that same fucking energy, family. Keep that same energy when you leave this world. Because they got you thinking it's a game. Wait till you leave this world. You gonna see what's waiting on you. And Metallica is just the whole project, 4 trillion credit unions. In a few days, I stopped smoking 3 months ago. I'm still working on it, Frederick. I ain't lying. Because you got to understand, my mind be all over the place. You know, I got a community to be there for. I got a community to wake up. I have a community to save. So my mind, I have to jump from different jobs, and it has my mind everywhere. So when I smoke, it calms me and it settles me a little bit. I wish this was marijuana, but I can't do marijuana because I work a 9 to 5. That doesn't surprise me, Marching Aries. What's up, Mega? What's up, Joy? Peace and blessings. See, these are the people I'm talking about. Mega, Joy, right? Wyola, Mark, Donald. See, we know who is who. Frederick. We know Pino, right? Alan 600, World CEO, World Boss, right? Greens. You know what I'm saying? Cheap Seats, Spaceman, Kowalski, right? Thank you, Joy. Right? Amara, Mariana. I know y'all. And you think you gonna have a broke day on this planet? Bearded Money, Max. I know my family. So when that money come, I'm telling you, if something go on with y'all, you still gonna have wealth. I promise you. As soon as I bring up Amara coming alive. That's the universe confirming what I'm saying. Soon as I bring up Amara pop up in the live. Mariana like, wow, like, yeah. I'm telling y'all, fam. That's why I never forgot that message I got on my Twitter when they told me, the universe has chosen you to be wealthy because of what you will do for others. I don't care about money. I care about what I can do with money. I care about the things I can do with money, the people I can help. I'm tired of seeing people struggle. I'm tired of seeing people suffer. They got good people out here that just going through it because of these evil people that's running the planet. Because of these evil people that's running the planet. Corinthians the best. I got you, Corinthians. Just because I ain't say your name right, but once I see it, I already know that I've seen this many times. I know who is who and who is not. Trust me. And I promise you, I'm about to start doing a list. I'm about to start getting my list together. See, like how I name names right now. Later, I'm going to write all those names I can think of down. And then on my next live, I may miss some. And I'm going to write some more names down. I'm going to get all my names down. And I'm going to take that list. And I'm going to put it up into the universe, into the cosmos. Because I know where true power lies. I know how to tap in. I know how to tap in. And I showed y'all how to tap in. If you don't know who I am and who I represent by now, you never will. Not saying I always knew this, but I've grown to know. Exactly. Amara says his birthday is November 12th. If that's not confirmation, then... Now, if something goes down around that time, and my birthday is on the 12th, I see all of this was already written, family. All of this was already written. Thank you, Greens. I found my soul contract, and I'm fulfilling my life's purpose at all costs. At all costs, I'm fulfilling my life's purpose. And many of you are on that journey also. Ross says, I need a year. Yep, I believe Meadow is about the moon. I hope tomorrow is Black Swan already. I cannot wait anymore. It's going to happen when you least expect it, family. The only difference is when it happens and everybody running around panicking and screaming like Godzilla coming, they gonna wonder why you so calm. Man, why you so calm? Why you ain't screaming and hollering? What you gonna do? I'm already prepared. I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming. While they hollering Godzilla, you calm. Because you know who got you covered. You raise your frequency and you got the cosmic information. You took the time out of your life to slow down a bit and focus on what's more important. And that's your spirituality and your frequency and your vibration. That's what you did. That's what I did. I've done enough. I'm telling you, family, I've done enough negative in my life to live 3 lifetimes. I'm being honest. There's nothing you could probably name I haven't done. I'm just being honest. I'm super street. I grew up super street. I had best friends. You have no idea. I lost a lot of friends in the streets. Thank you, Max. Thank you, family. I'm not your ordinary person, but I changed my life. I went to college in my life. I got trades, certified painter, certified brick mason, certified cement finisher, heavy equipment operator. I know how to do carpentry. I was a chef at one time. You know, in New Orleans, we all grew up working at restaurants, right? My mama worked at a restaurant for over 25, 30 years. And I started there working as a summer job. And I learned everything about the restaurant industry. I could run a restaurant if I wanted to. My little brother trying to start him a food truck because he grew up the same way, cooking. I've walked so many different roads in this life, family. I've experienced a lot of pain in this life, family, but I also experienced a lot of happiness. But what I also did experience, I experienced the covering of the Most High. How the Most High came into my life so many times and did things that I knew it was only divine intervention that saved me. Divine intervention. It's real. It's real. From the car crash I had when I made a turn off a shoulder and the truck hit me going over 80-something miles per hour right on the driver's side. Instantly hit me and knocked me unconscious. And I woke up in the hospital 3 days later. And when I woke up in the hospital, I'm tubes everywhere. My lungs collapsed, broken pelvis. And I'm sitting in the bed like, what happened? I don't even know what happened. They told me you had a car wreck. I was in a coma for a while. I get out the hospital. My mama was like, you want to go see what's going on with your car? I said, yeah, let's go over there. I went to look at my car. When I went checked out my car, the entire driver's seat was like a towel. Like when you wring a towel out, it was like that, like a wrung out towel. The steering wheel was gone. The hood was pushed way up, and the door was on this seat, on the other seat. And they say, you know what saved you? By the fact you were not wearing a seatbelt. When that impact hit you, it propelled you to the other side of the car, and the impact from you hitting the other door knocked you out. But if I'd have had a seatbelt on, I wouldn't be here today. That's one of probably 100 near death or whatever experiences I've had my whole life. But I told you, when you experience things like that, that is those entities that know who you are and taking advantage of you when you are in your lower state of vibration, when you are operating out of your lower chakras. It's easy to get you when you operating like that. It's easy to get you when you in the drug game, when you pimping, prostituting, anything illegal, anything negative. It's easy for them to get you. But boy, when you raise your frequency, they got to stick their neck out. They got to stick their neck out so far, they make it obvious. To where you damn near see the demon peeping around the corner. They got to make it obvious. They got to stick their neck out so far to where you can see it, and then they give you just enough neck to where you can chop that neck off. I'm telling you true facts, family. Telling you true facts. Have you ever been in a car rollover when the car flipping, rolling like that? Well, I have. And then when the car flipped over, it landed in a canal. Imagine. Everybody in the car drunk. We in Galveston, Texas at the Capitol Beach party. Everybody smoking weed, we drunk. My friend fell asleep at the wheel and flipped us over 3-4 times. We landed in a canal. Imagine opening your eyes and you upside down, smoke all in the vehicle. I look at him, all his bottom teeth knocked out, my head hurting, my lip bust, and I said, we got to get out. As soon as I opened the door, water just coming rushing in. I thought we was in a river. It was nighttime. It's nighttime. Imagine that feeling. Imagine 5 guys walking up the street shaking, cold, bloody, knocking on people's doors in a upscale neighborhood who don't know who we are. We knocking on people's doors. They like, all right, babe, I'm gonna call the police and the ambulance for you, but I'm not opening my door. And we sat out there 2 hours waiting on paramedics to come. That's just number 2. How about me getting hit by a train? Driving my car across, because I've been working 2 jobs, not sleeping at all, and come home one day, get 3 hours worth of, 1.5 hours worth of sleep, and my girl say, you need to take you a shower to wake yourself up. I said, nah, I'm going to get some coffee. I went and got some coffee. It wasn't good enough. I heard the horn, womp, 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 but I'm so stuck. I'm so, I'm so out of it because I haven't been sleeping. All of a sudden, my truck just started spinning. And when I came to a stop, I heard the train, ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. I say, I know that train ain't just hit me. That's just 3. It took me a long time to realize why something was always trying to get me until I got y'all in this community. Until the impact I'm having on my community and my family around the world. How we raised the frequency and the vibration. How we tapped into God's frequency. How a lot of you are now doing gematria. Done change your whole mind frame. Your whole mind frame done changed. You look at things totally different. That was my purpose, that those entities knew I was going to do in the future. And they said, we got to stop it. And I was making it easy for them because I was drinking, smoking, selling drugs, this and that. I got popped on the interstate with 15 pounds of marijuana. 2010. Number 4. Y'all have no idea, fam, who y'all have in front y'all. Y'all have no idea. But I can tell you one thing. I'm the best person. I'm the best person that a person could have in their life. I'm so good-hearted. I'm so good-hearted. That's what brought me through everything that I went through. That's what got me spared from so many things that could have went wrong. My heart and the love I had for my mother. Because that plays a part. When you take care of your parents, when you love your parents, when you value your parents and their opinion and how you make them look and how you make them feel, you definitely get extra help from the universe, fam. I'm just sharing this with y'all, fam, because I want y'all to know me. And I want y'all to know that many of you have went through some of the same things that I went through, and now you know why. It's not because you're a bad person. It's not because the universe is picking on you. It's because you are special. And when you're in an evil, low vibrational world, the only thing they could do is try to cut you off at the root. They're not trying to see you as a tall, grown tree where you could bear fruit. They try to catch you early. Exactly, Blake. Case in point, why we all here today. Case in point, why we all here today, family. It's not a coincidence. I can even tell you about my ex-wife, right? My ex-wife, the one, she was from Jamaica. I actually have property in Jamaica that I can't even access because, I had a big falling out with them. Because when me and her started not seeing eye to eye, you know what I found out? They was trying to lure me back to Jamaica one last time to off me. Y'all have no idea the things I've been through, family. Y'all have no idea. You have no idea. We not getting along. Me and your family not getting along. But all of a sudden, everybody hyping. Oh, when you coming back to Jamaica? I haven't even talked to you in 6 months. Last time we talked, it was a problem. Me and your daughter got a problem. And all of a sudden, everybody just keep bringing up. Yeah, I know what y'all trying to do. I know what y'all trying to do. And God got me out of that situation. And many, many others. That's why I live fearless. Because now I know if something happens with me, it was ordained by the Most High. You ain't gonna get no fight out of me because it was ordained by the Most High. So why live in fear? Especially when you know you eternal. Once you know you eternal, it changes everything. You think you living now, but really you dead. You don't live until you die. When you die is when you live. You are in the lowest form of existence, which is matter, which is physical. You are in the lowest form of existence. Once you get to that spiritual world, now you with the cream of the crop at. Now you dealing with powers you can't even imagine. We fell from that to this. We fell from that to this. This is a prison planet, family. This is for just the experience of living and experiencing the physical. That's all I'm saying. So I don't want to go too deep, but sometimes I like to give y'all some of my backstory so y'all can know my spirit and know who I am and what led me to be the person in this community that's bringing this information. Because all of that played a part. I had to go through all that to get to where I'm at today. Do you think that we spiritual people misbehave and got sent here on earth? I think that could be possible, Jason. But I also think some of us basically What word I'm looking for? Volunteered to come. Some of us volunteered to come because this is a war that we're about to face. And that's just like you in the spirit world and you know a war will take place on a physical and you say, send me. Send me, I'm going to go. Because you're a warrior. You have a warrior soul. You have a warrior soul. Some of you keep going through different lifetimes, never fulfilling your soul contract. Some of you have done things, experienced things in past lives that you haven't healed from, that you haven't dealt with, because you haven't raised your frequency enough to even find out who and what you were. Some of you were in Egypt when Egypt was in time. Some of you were in Lemuria when Lemuria was in time. Some of you were in Samaria when Samaria was in time. Some of you were in Persia when Persia had its time. Some of you were in Greece, Rome. Some of you were in Atlantis. Y'all think this y'all first lifetime. Your dreams will tell you. I know y'all done had dreams when you wake up and the first thing you ask yourself is, what the hell was I watching before I went to sleep? Right? And then you'll find out before you went to sleep, you was watching Bugs Bunny, but your dream was on some Star Wars stuff. You know, you hopping from moon to moon, you flying, you doing all kind of incredible things. You walking with giants, you underground, you doing all kind of amazing, and you think that's just your mind is that creative. No, it's not your mind, fam. You are getting a glimpse of your past lives. You don't realize that you leave your body every night. When you go to sleep, your body stays here. Your consciousness roams the cosmos, and then it comes back to this physical, and then you wake up. Because imagine if you didn't wake up, where is your consciousness? Where is your spirit? Where is your soul? Imagine if you went to sleep and didn't wake up. Imagine if you were dreaming and you were asleep and you never woke up. How do you know that dream isn't the real world and you're really just asleep? You don't know you're dreaming until you wake up. So what if you didn't wake up? It's time, fam. It's time. We've been told lies about everything. Everything. We've been told lies about everything. The things you can't imagine, the lies we've been told. And how they use racism and religion as a dividing tool. People fight and war and kill because just of the pigment of a skin color. He's darker. I don't trust him. I don't like him. He's lighter. I don't trust him. I don't like him. He believes in Jesus. I don't trust him. I don't like him. He believes in Allah. He believes in Buddha. I don't like him. But we all have one heart, one brain, two arms, two legs. So we all come from the same manufacturing place, right? We all have the same manufacturing sticker on us. Right? That's just like you got a chicken packing company, right? That's packing chicken, and they all have the same stamp from the same company, but in a few packs that come out, they made a mistake and put the legs in the opposite direction on a few packs, and that makes them different. but you come from the same manufacturer. Make that make sense, family. Make that make sense. We were manufactured by the same creator, but we are divided by the pigment of our skin. Amazing. And it's caused so much bloodshed, so much hurt, so much pain. And you wonder why they have 10 people in the world that have more money than the rest of the world. And you still have these people talking about, I'm Democrat, I'm Republican, not knowing these people playing for the same fucking team. The same team. America was an experiment. America took all these different races and put them here because America is really Egypt. And we had an opportunity to become the greatest civilization on earth. And they put race into the equation. Now, some of you may not agree with me, but the way they do black people in this country, it's a effing shame. It's a effing shame. But if I pull up a list right now of all of the inventions created by black people, you will feel the same. You will say, damn, I did not know black people did all this. This country had the very people with them to take this country back, to make Egypt the new Egypt in a modern time. And we let the enemy come in and divide us. But we could have been great, family. We could have been great. You got people who racist, right? That can't stand black people. But they in their house right now enjoying the air conditioning. Well, did you know a black person created the air conditioner? The microwave? We have to break this cycle, family. Same vice versa for black people hating white people. I told you guys, my great-grandmother was Irish. We don't know what the fuck took place in the past in our genetic pool. So racism doesn't make sense. You got people who black, hate white people, but had white people in their family. You got people vice versa. You got Asian people who had, it's crazy, fam. And that's how they winning. That's why they keep winning. We have to break this cycle. Yeah, that's crazy, fam. You're right. Yep, George says cell phone, home security, doorbell, traffic lights, open heart surgery, gaming system. Yeah, but see what they did was they tricked people and made them turn on the very people that made America what it is. And that's what stopped the rise of America. They gave them a little bit more and put them on a platform, and they said, yeah, you know what? They are animals. They are violent. They are this, right? But you notice the music industry isn't owned by African Americans. It's owned by other people. So you can only put out what the company allows. So you think it's a coincidence that all of these rappers, in order to get a record deal, you have to have your pants hanging off your ass with tattoos all in your face, showing guns all in the video? Oh, they make that go viral. But as soon as you go up in there and you a conscious rapper, oh, we don't want to hear that. We don't want to hear that. We don't want nothing uplifting. It's a design, fam. It's a design. But they showed us they don't care about none of us when they had the COVID shutdown. They didn't care if you was black, white, whatever. You had a business, you lost your business, right? Well, what happened to status then? They showed you they don't care about nobody but either the rich Either the rich, either the haves or the have-nots. You either the haves or the have-nots, fam. And until we come together and break this cycle, fam, they go win. I didn't expect to talk about this today, but my spirit led me to talk about this. Because, I mean, we already set up with crypto, right? And we already know to be, vigilant and pay attention to 11/9, the 13th, and all, the 10th, and those days. We pay attention because we're on the right frequency. But I'm just telling y'all this because I know my community right here is multicultural. And I'm just telling y'all we all got to come together and be there for each other. I don't care if you Hindu, believe in Buddha, if you believe in Viracocha, anything, Brahma, Jesus, Allah. I don't care. If you part of this community and you raising this frequency, I promise you, if I ever have an opportunity to be there for you, I'm going to be there for you, fam. Regardless of skin color or religion. It's our time. And you wonder why I'm so shadow banned, family. You wonder why I'm so shadow banned. For all the 5D, definitely. Frederick says, I believe in love, definitely. Welcome, y'all. We are a strong, positive community of sharing. Not a lot of people like to share. And you wonder why there is no other community on YouTube or talk about crypto the way this one is. And you wonder why we the smallest. We the minority. We are the chosen ones. You can believe it or not. We the chosen people of God. Everybody say it, but when you live it, when you manifest it, when you show it through your numbers and your decodes and your information and your positioning, then the proof is in the pudding. The proof is in the pudding. I raise my hand to the Most High right now. I reach $1 billion. I don't care how much money y'all made. I'm going to send everybody some money anyway. Because I'm a billionaire. And y'all all play part in the frequency and raise the vibration. So you got more irons in the fire than you think, family. You have more irons in the fire than you think. Yeah, we missing Allen and Hero today, definitely. What's up, G Simplified? Yeah, they showed a lot in that movie. That's correct, Mega. That is correct. Yep. Shout out to World Boss and King of Hearts. Shout out to Night Rider. I see Night Rider not here today, too. That's another one who always here. Night Rider. Shout out to Ibrahim. Ibrahim always here. Spaceman always here. Crypto Bully Bear be here. Shout out to DeFi King. Crypto Rick. Crypto Liking. You even have Bruce Stewart. Yep, Ibrahim always the first. And Ibrahim came up with my decode that I dropped today. That's crazy. anybody in the group see Clockwork Orange? What is that, Pino? Brilliance too. Yep, Brilliance. Oh, and XRP Rapid. XRP Rapid, another one I forgot about. I'm definitely gonna do a list tonight. XRP Rapid also. Those guys come in with good information. And Don Himmelin, that's another one. Yep. Yeah, that's what I believe too, Max. That's what I believe. Yeah, we forgot some. We gonna always forget some until we not forget nobody. I'm going to watch from the same producer writer, Stanley Kubrick. Mega says XRP to $10. I got shook out last year, but still got some. Yeah, we gonna see how it play out. That's true, Kowalski. Case in point, where I was saying, you have people who have the means and have the money, and they say, I'm just gonna buy XRP. They don't do no research. They not raising their frequency. They not joining the right community. They just following the masses. They going with the narrative. Get XRP and you gonna be all right. We gonna see how that play out. Because they left out a key element, frequency. They left out that key element of frequency. It's not gonna play out it's not gonna play out the way they think. A lot of people think it's gonna play out. Facts. They're not on this frequency. Exactly. I've been decoding for over a year, like a year and some months. I've never seen XPR come up in a way where it has the word scam with it, or Stellar, or any other coin. But I've seen it with XRP. Two of them I can think of now is XRP scam by Stellar, and the other one is Ripple exit scam. Ripple exit scam. What could that mean? Ripple exit scam. An XRP scam by Stellar. I want to let you all know there is nobody sitting behind a computer in a dungeon somewhere typing these things. That is not AI. These numbers resonate throughout the cosmos. You are getting divine information. You are getting cosmic information from a cosmic intelligence, family. from a higher intelligence. The best decode was Crypto Hawk scam. Wow. Yeah, they all getting rich, right? They all getting rich off a coin that ain't made nobody wealthy, but it's making them rich, right? Like Crypto Hawk and Zach Rector, right? They buying new houses, they getting cars, buying motorcycles, and don't have no jobs. They getting rich off leading people to the hellfire. They don't care if crypto goes up, down, left, right. They don't care because they've already made a lot of money. And YouTube makes sure they push them and make sure their videos are seen. But you have people like me, I post a video, I look on my phone and I see 200 views, and then I get on another phone and I go to scrolling and I see my video and it say video 3 hours ago, no views. They show my videos as no views, fam. It'll show that I dropped this video 3 hours ago, but it'll show no views. That's definitely deliberate. Buy Amikami before 11/11. Return of Ryoshi is near. Hado says there is an account on XPR called Octomado. I decoded it and it's double matched to Elon Musk. And you should do your thing. It's called Octomado. I've seen that. I've seen that account many times. And you notice in a lot of my previous decodes that's surrounding XPR, you notice Brad Garlinghouse name comes up behind some of these. Like some of these accounts, what Gematria has told me, some of these accounts are on Elcor, I think is held by Brad Garlinghouse. Mega says Elon is Satoshi. Could be. Could be. They need authentication from people. XRP do not have that, but XPR does. Cheap says Elon is not Satoshi, Craig is. All I can say is time will tell, fam. Time will tell. Jason says, why you think Brad holding the coins? Because he's in. He's in. You know what I'm saying? They not gonna put their real, like some of those accounts y'all see where they have their real names, that's just for show. But these accounts that's coming in with billions and billions and trillions in value, these accounts are held by these people, but they just using different names, family. I'm telling you. They all connected. Just like the Democrats and Republicans playing for the same team, all of these people are playing for the same team. You have to understand, if Brad Garlinghouse and what's the other guy's name? The one that just got out of jail from the Ethereum thing. What his name is? Somebody help me out, man. The guy that Trump just got out of jail. CZ, yeah, CZ, and the guy who's David Schwartz and all. If all of these people had accounts on Elcor And on XPR network, I mean, it would make it obvious, and people will flood to XPR network. They don't want that. They don't want that. So guess what they did? They used these names that you have no idea about. I told y'all they have a count for all of the celestial names that you can think of. I did a decode on that a while back, right? Melchizedek, Marduk. You know, you have Zeus, Horus, Isis, Osiris, Tahuti. All of these celestial names, there is an account on Alcor with all of these names. All of these names. You don't see that nowhere else in crypto. You don't see that taking place nowhere else in crypto. I told y'all it's spiritual, it's frequency. And we know what a frequency is. We can feel the energy. So let's keep doing this great work, fam. Let's keep raising the frequency and the vibration. Let's keep looking through the smoke and the veil and seeing things through our third eye and not these two physical eyes. Also an account with Noah's Ark. Yep. 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 We know what's taking place. For sure, Mark. We know what's taking place. And we gonna be on the right side of history when all of the dust clears, fam. We gonna be on the right side of history. I'm gonna check it out, Mega. I'm gonna definitely check that out. Y'all just keep the faith. Stay out the way. Don't be out in public and crowds and stuff like that. You know, you have to isolate yourself from the low vibrational, fam, because they're not gonna be able to handle the frequency. They're not gonna be able to handle what's about to happen on this planet. Like, if they don't see what's happening by now, they never will. That's true, Scoopy. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens on 11/11 and also 11/9, which is 9/11 inverted. If nothing happens, then we go keep pushing, we go keep loading up, and we just go keep paying attention. Because the Most High did say nobody knows the time or hour. Nobody knows the time or hour. But when it does happen, we'll be prepared spiritually. And we'll be prepared financially. What do you think about CoinMax for a BSV Terra node? I actually hold that coin. I actually hold that coin. But I don't know, Joy, when it comes to my opinion on that, because, you know, there's no way to know. There's no way to know. We just have to go with our spirit. But this community is holding the coins that no one can buy. You will not be able to buy the ones you cannot buy. Well, that doesn't stand for us because we already have them. Mega says XPR is the new treasury. Yep. because it's partnered with the Fed. Fed now. Like I told y'all earlier, when I decoded ECAD, we saw Fed coin, Fed eCoin, right? We saw Fed eCoin, Fed eCoin. And we saw ECAD, which I felt was eCoin, Canadian dollar. And then you have an account called 51st, which has the coin Canadian dollar. And then when you go look at the holders, the top holder is Fed now. If that isn't confirmation, nothing is. If that isn't confirmation, nothing is. Go take a look at the coin Canadian dollar under the account 51st. You will see the top holder is Fed now. Fed now. The BSV on XPR network is the real one, says Corinthians. We'll see. XPR is not for the masses. Ami-Kami is. Mega, what is Ami-Kami? You never explained to me what is that. Is that a coin? We got a bot just came in. We got two bots just came in. Yeah, it's going to be the new Bitcoin. My bad, Terry Will. My bad. My bad, fam. I'm not gonna label you as a bot when I have no reason to. For sure, Terry. I appreciate it, fam. That's what's up, Corinthians. That's what's up. Planning for the future. Fireworks start 11/11. Ami-Kami is the truth, I believe. I don't really know much about Coffee Coin, but I know it's about Debt Coin. It's one of those coins that says the ones you can't buy. Debt Coin definitely led to that term, the ones you can't buy. Who knows? Jesus Coin may take off also. That's the prophecy, Elon. I'm buying Corinthians Club here. Oh, so you can get Ami Kami on crypto.com, huh? It will be on every exchange, but it's on Uniswap. I'm showing right here saying it's on crypto.com. Oh no, you gotta buy it on eToro. So it's on Uniswap then, right? I have that coin Shifty, but I mean there's nothing to go on to say if that coin is a good coin to hold. I have it though. Option X oil drop 99% priceless. What? Excuse me. Yeah, we see UNICEF a lot, right? I appreciate you for letting me know that, X Rapid. We was talking about you earlier, family. Good looking, X Rapid. Good looking, fam. Hey, if none of y'all wasn't paying attention, X Rapid just let me know that X Oil is down significantly. Uh, 2043 XPR just got me uh over 1,000,000 coins. X Oil, which I think is under the coin Illuminati, 2043 XPR just got me over 1,000,000 coins. So good looking on that X Rapid. Good looking. That's what I'm talking. Now y'all see what I'm talking about with this community, fam? Too powerful. On Alcor, Mark. On Alcor. Before X Rapid told me that, I had like only 500 coins. Now I got 1,000,000 and something coins. So that is a super buy. You buy X Oil on Alcor Exchange, Mark. On Alcor Exchange. No problem, Kowalski. As usual, fam. You know how we do. You know how we do. Ryu Jin. Let me write that down. I don't know what's the purpose of X Oil 44, S44, but when you go to X Oil, what you will see is all of the major oil companies are on there. Options, I lead the coin list on XPR Tenori, 134 billion. Lord, you killing it, fam. You killing it. Damn, you killing it. You killing it. You are killing it. X Oil is on Alcor, Max. It's on Alcor. If you don't have the coin now, and if you search it, if the coin doesn't come up, I'll post the link into the comment section once this video uploads. But I know we do have the link on my Patreon. Just type in X Oil or either Illuminati. Not the Illuminati spelled with 2 L's. I mean 3 L's. The one spelled with 2 L's. Who knows, fam? You have to understand this too, though, S44. They about to go to war. They don't have time to be dealing with energy right now. They need to fuel those tanks, those planes, those aircraft carriers. Oil ain't going nowhere, trust me. Yeah, hey, anybody talking to Bob and Alice, that is a bot. Don't even spend no time talking to Bob and Alice. That is a bot, fam. That is a bot trying to come here and mislead y'all. That account trolled me for months on YouTube with all kind of, bad comments. Now they won't come in here talking like they down with the XPR community. What's going on, Airwick? Everything good, fam. Peace and blessings. And that's what my decode said today. 2 days away. I should ask the bot Alice something that will confirm. What's going on, Mr. D? Joy, that account was coming at me sideways for a long time on all my videos, even threatening me. Now they won't come in my community and talk like they part of the community. I don't forget, family. If you go come here, keep that same energy, and then, like I say, you could be critical, but don't come here and be like, oh, you all part of the team and you trying to give good information. I don't trust you. I don't trust that account. That account never gave me credit for at least trying to do the right thing, trying to put people on. It was always negative. So why should I expect that account to have a change of heart, That account threatened me. Called me a scammer. I don't forget. Yeah. Yep. But like I said, if some of these coins are scams, I mean, it's possible, but we not spending much money. Well, we spending $20, $30 getting these coins. You win some, you lose some. We all know that it's risk with this, right? But we know it's not scams. We know it's not a scam. We not going to win on every coin, family, but we fall somewhere within the middle, right? Yeah, I'll post a link to X Oil once this video is uploaded. We not going to win off every coin. As long as we know loan, metal, proton, the profits from those coins will bring us back what we lost on those other coins a millionfold. I don't know if you can put the link in the chat, because X Rapid said they keep removing it. It's all good, X Rapid. Like I say, once this video uploads, I'll post it. Hopefully the price stays down so Max can get some. If you miss out on it, Max, and the price goes back up, we go airdrop you something. Make sure you got a good bit. Ami Kami, let me check it out. Ami Kami. OMIKAMI. Ami Kami. Well, first thing I noticed is the 426. The golden age. coming. Arena comes up. I'm rich comes up. Yeah, this is powerful, Mega, because you get Moses, Samuel, Zeus, Apollo, Babylon, Azazel, Thoth, Orion, Virgo, Pisces. You get Emmanuel, Anunnaki, Pleiades, Gabriel, Pleiadian, Raziel. I see what you saying, Mega. I see what you saying, Mega. It's definitely something to that term. It's definitely something to that term. You also get elite. You see flooded also. Even Babylon comes up. Elon, huh? It's for the people. Unicode. Let me look at the numbers now. Nagas, wow. That's definitely a major term. Nagas, right? And you get 558. 558 is Metal Pate, but it is also Sloan Bella. You get Ninani 366, that is S Lone. You get Banning, S Lone, Legends. So now we getting S Lone and yep, Shockley, S Lone, 366, E-Money, 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 366. Damn. Damn, Mega. It says E-Money, 366, S Lone. Celebrate. Sakura, wow. Azrael. Hey, Mega, you say where do you wear that coin Ami Kami? How do you get that coin? Uniswap, okay. We're going to get that today. Airweek says, yep. Oh man, this was a powerful live today. This was a powerful live today. Thank you, Mega. Thanks to everybody in this live stream that put in that work. Uh Max, I don't know if I have your wallet address, but if you have mine, just send something there so I can have your wallet address, Max. So I can I'm gonna get some of that what you call them over there to you. Yep, Donald says Max got 1 million shares of X Oil on standby for you. Ryu Jen also, right? I'm gonna check both of those out, Mega. Thank you very much. REAX1 on. Ryu Jen. Ryujin 1329. I see that number a lot. The White Rabbit 900. Well, you get White Rabbit 900. If you invert 900 to 600, you get Iraqi dinar. The Holy Trinity. What's happening? It the hidden wife of God. Water is light. Ten winds. A drain the swamp. Tree of wisdom, multiverses. Explosive. Crypto. Tsunami, we just saw flooded, right? And you have tsunami with the 470, that's protons with an S. $380 protons. You have the chosen, supreme, Egyptian, I am the key. Twin pillars. The kingdom within. Bitcoin BTC. And it says direction. Yep. I'm going to definitely go take a look at these coins. Mega, thank you, fam. I'm going to get my Snips wallet together, too. I'm already on Snips. I've been trying to figure out how to post. But I'm going to get it figured out. I'm going to get it figured out. I'm going to get it figured out. But I got an account on X, but I got to, put my picture, on Snips, but I got to put my picture and, do my work over there. But we go get it together. No problem, Mega. Thank you, fam, for all you do. But, fam, this is about my time because I got to go do some things. 2 hours and 30-minute live stream we got a lot accomplished today. We found out a lot of information. Another awesome live. I want to thank everybody that joined the live. Everybody that sent me super chats and showed support. Thank you very much. I'm just excited, fam. I'm excited for this community. I'm excited that we all are on the right frequency. Thank you, Jason. I'm excited, fam. So the good thing about it is we'll be back here tomorrow, same time, 2 o'clock. And we go keep on pushing. We go keep working, fam. Like I say, we not gonna get everything right. But I can tell you one thing. We closer than most. We are closer than most. Thank you so much. No problem, Frederick. Thank you, Pino. Yep. So, y'all, it's been a pleasure. I hate to cut it a little short. Like I normally try to go 3 hours if I can. But I got my grandkids here today, so I'm going to go spend some time with them while they here. No problem, Joy. No problem, S44. Cheap seats. So, y'all, tomorrow we'll be back. But like Mega just said, Scoopy, we got 2 more days because that's what my decode said today. If you didn't watch my decode earlier, it said 2 days, and 2 days will be the 11th. You have today, the 9th, 10th, and that will bring us into the 11th, fam. No problem, X Rapid. So let's be on guard, fam. Let's pay attention to everything we need to pay attention to. If anything develops between today and tomorrow, we'll talk about it. But I'm gonna go dig into these things that I took from this live today, Ami Kami, and the other things that Mega talked about. I'm gonna go do some decodes, and tomorrow we should have a lot more to talk about. So I want to thank everybody for joining this live stream and spending your time with me in the community. Thank you, Xander, Amthrill, everybody. I love y'all. Y'all have a blessed day. Starship out.